Ladies and gentlemen, success is not some far-off dream or something that just happens by luck. It is a journey, and that journey starts with you. Every choice you make, every action you take, and every effort you put in matters. The power to succeed is not in anyone else's hands. It lies within you. It all begins with understanding that your success is shaped by your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. If you look at people who are successful, they aren't just lucky, they have made deliberate decisions along the way. They have set goals, faced challenges, and kept going, even when things were tough. The key here is consistency and effort. Success doesn't come overnight, and it certainly doesn't come without hard work. But with persistence and the right mindset, success becomes a natural outcome. The first step is to believe in yourself. If you don't believe that you can achieve great things, then you won't even try. Believe that you deserve success and that you have the potential to reach the heights you dream of. It's about shifting your mindset from "I can't" to "I will." And when you believe that, you start making choices that align with that belief. You stop making excuses and start taking responsibility for your actions. Belief in yourself is the first step toward success. It might sound simple, but it is one of the most powerful things you can do for yourself. Without belief, you are setting yourself up for failure from the start. If you don't think you are capable of achieving your goals, then you won't put in the effort, and you'll be more likely to quit when things get tough. But when you truly believe in yourself, you open up the possibility of doing things you never thought possible. Belief is not about arrogance or thinking you are better than others. It's about having confidence in your abilities and knowing that you are deserving of success. You have to understand that success is not reserved for a select few, but it is available to anyone who is willing to put in the work. Believing in yourself means trusting that, even when things get hard, you will keep going. You will find ways to overcome challenges, and you will continue pushing forward no matter what obstacles come your way. When you believe in yourself, you start to make decisions that align with that belief. You no longer make excuses or shy away from opportunities. You stop waiting for others to give you permission to succeed. Instead, you take ownership of your future and make the necessary changes to reach your goals. Believing in yourself gives you the courage to take risks, knowing that even if you fail, you will learn and grow from it. One important aspect of belief is self-awareness. To truly believe in yourself, you must first understand your strengths and weaknesses. You must accept who you are, both the good and the not so good. This self-awareness allows you to work on the areas where you need improvement while also building on your strengths. It's about being honest with yourself and recognizing that growth is a continuous journey. Belief in yourself also means not comparing your progress to others. It's easy to look at someone else's success and feel like you are falling behind. But everyone's journey is different. What works for one person may not work for you, and that's okay. Focus on your own path, and trust that, if you keep working hard, you will reach your destination at the right time. Success is not a race, and there is no need to rush. The only competition you need is with yourself. Every day, aim to be better than you were yesterday. In addition, believing in yourself helps you stay motivated. When the road gets tough, and it feels like nothing is going right, your belief in yourself will be the thing that keeps you going. It reminds you that you are capable and that setbacks are just temporary. It's not about never failing, it's about getting up each time you fall. With belief, failure becomes just another stepping stone toward success. The belief in yourself is what empowers you to take action, persist through difficulties, and stay focused on your goals. It's the foundation upon which all other aspects of success are built. Without it, you may never even begin the journey. But with it, the possibilities are endless. So take the time to nurture that belief. Remind yourself every day that you are worthy of success, and watch as the doors to opportunity open before you. Hard work and persistence are non-negotiable for success. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that success should come effortlessly, that there's some magic formula or shortcut to achieving great things. But let's be honest, real success doesn't come without putting in the effort. The road to success is paved with late nights, long hours, and plenty of sacrifices. It's about pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone and not giving up when the going gets tough. One of the key truths about hard work is that it is not just about physical effort or the number of hours you spend on something. It's about doing things with intention, putting your heart and mind into whatever you are working on. You can work long hours, but if you are not focused or dedicated, that time won't bring you closer to your goals. The quality of your work, combined with the effort you put in, is what ultimately drives you towards success. Persistence is the secret weapon that separates those who achieve success from those who don't. Everyone faces obstacles, failures, and disappointments along the way. In fact, if you're not facing challenges, you're probably not pushing yourself hard enough. The difference between someone who succeeds and someone who doesn't is not necessarily their talent or intelligence, it's their ability to keep going when things don't work out as planned. When you encounter setbacks, you can either choose to let them stop you or use them as fuel to keep moving forward. Think about all the successful people you know, whether they're in business, sports, entertainment, or any other field. The one thing they all have in common is that they didn't give up. They faced rejection, failure, and challenges, but they kept going. They kept working, kept believing in their vision, and refused to quit. Success requires a mindset that doesn't accept defeat. It's about understanding that failure is just part of the process, and that it's not the end of the road. Every failure is an opportunity to learn and grow. Hard work and persistence are particularly crucial when pursuing long-term goals. In today's world, where instant gratification is often expected, it's easy to feel disheartened when results don't come right away. But true success takes time. It's about putting in the effort day after day, week after week, without seeing immediate results. The key is to trust the process and understand that consistency is what brings results over time. The small daily actions you take add up to something much bigger. It's the compound effect of hard work that pays off in the long run. While it's important to work hard, it's also crucial to work smart. Hard work isn't just about working endlessly without direction. It's about being strategic and focusing your energy on what matters most. This means identifying your priorities and making sure that you are not wasting time on tasks that don't contribute to your success. Sometimes, working smarter means finding more efficient ways to do things, delegating tasks, or learning new skills that help you progress faster. Hard work doesn't have to mean exhausting yourself. It's about being consistent and smart with your efforts. Persistence is about developing resilience. There will always be moments when you feel like giving up, when you think that success is too far out of reach. But the ability to keep pushing through those moments, to pick yourself up after each failure, is what defines successful people. They have the strength to weather the storm and keep moving forward, even when things seem impossible. In order to be persistent, you also need to stay motivated. Motivation comes from within. It's about having a clear vision of your goals and reminding yourself why you're doing this in the first place. When you face tough times, it's your motivation that will drive you to keep going. Remember why you started, and let that drive you to continue despite the challenges. Hard work and persistence are not optional if you want to achieve success. They are the foundation on which everything else is built. Without them, all the talent in the world won't help you reach your goals. Success is earned through consistent effort, and the refusal to give up, no matter how difficult the journey may be. So if you want to achieve something great, put in the work, stay persistent, and know that every step you take brings you closer to your ultimate success. Action is the key to turning dreams into reality. We all have dreams, aspirations, and goals that we want to achieve. We might spend countless hours thinking about them, visualizing them, and hoping that one day they will come true. But here's the truth. Nothing will happen unless you take action. Dreaming alone is not enough. It's the steps you take in the real world that move you closer to your goals. Action is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. The first thing to understand is that taking action doesn't mean having everything figured out from the start. In fact, you might never have the perfect plan. But what action does is it gets the ball rolling. It allows you to learn by doing, to make mistakes, and to adjust as you go along. The initial steps you take may not always be the right ones, but they will teach you something valuable. It's through action that you discover what works and what doesn't. And with each step, you get closer to refining your path and making better decisions. The fear of failure often holds people back from taking action. We worry about making mistakes, not being good enough, or facing criticism. This fear can paralyze us, keeping us stuck in the planning stage, endlessly thinking about the perfect time or the perfect plan. But the reality is, there is no perfect time. The only time you have is now. Waiting for the ideal moment to act can mean waiting forever. Action requires courage. The courage to move forward even if you're unsure about the outcome. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone and trusting that the steps you take, even small ones, will lead you in the right direction. Action is also what helps you build momentum. When you take that first step, you create a wave of energy that can carry you forward. The more actions you take, the more confident you become in your abilities. Momentum makes things easier. It's like learning to ride a bicycle. At first it's hard, and you might fall, but as you continue pedaling, it gets smoother. With every action, you're building momentum that pushes you towards success. The more you do, the more you can do. And soon, taking action becomes a habit rather than a challenge. Another important aspect of action is that it forces you to focus on what truly matters. When you take action, you start to see the results, or lack thereof, which helps you prioritize. Action reveals what's important and what's not. You might have 100 things on your to-do list, but when you start taking action, you'll realize which tasks really move you closer to your goal. It helps you eliminate distractions and focus on what truly makes a difference. Taking action provides clarity by forcing you to confront the reality of your situation. It's one thing to talk about your goals, but it's another to face the obstacles and opportunities that arise when you actually try to achieve them. Success is also about consistency. One big action once in a while won't take you far. The key is to take small, consistent actions every day. It's not the grand gestures but the daily steps that matter. Whether it's sending an email, making a phone call, reading a chapter, or working on a project, these small actions add up. Over time, they create the kind of progress that leads to real success. Consistency turns action into a habit, and habits over time become the foundation of your success. Taking action also makes you accountable. When you start working on your goals, you're no longer just talking about them. You're doing something to bring them to life. This creates accountability not only to yourself but also to others. When you take action, you start to show up for yourself in a way that words alone cannot. It's easy to talk about what you want to achieve, but it's the actions you take that show your commitment to your goals. It also holds you accountable to others who may be watching your progress, whether it's a mentor, a friend, or a team you're working with. Without action, dreams remain just that, dreams. It's easy to get lost in the idea of success, but true success only comes when you take consistent, purposeful action. It's the doing that makes the difference, not the wishing. So don't wait for the perfect moment or for all the stars to align. Take that first step and then keep moving forward. Success is waiting for you, but you'll only find it through action. Adaptability is necessary to keep up with an ever-changing world. We live in a time of rapid change, where technology, society, and even our personal lives are constantly evolving. What was relevant yesterday may not be relevant today, and what works today may not work tomorrow. In such a dynamic environment, the ability to adapt is not just a valuable skill, it's essential for survival and success. To thrive in this fast-paced world, you need to be flexible, open-minded, and willing to adjust your strategies and mindset in response to new information, challenges, and opportunities. Adaptability is about more than just reacting to change, it's about anticipating it and embracing it. The world is constantly moving, and those who resist change often find themselves falling behind. But those who are adaptable are always looking for ways to stay ahead of the curve. They understand that change is inevitable, and instead of fearing it, they view it as an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. Whether it's adopting new technology, shifting your approach to work, or learning new skills, adaptability is the key to remaining relevant and competitive in a constantly evolving landscape. One of the key aspects of adaptability is the willingness to let go of old habits and outdated ways of thinking. As we grow and evolve, so too must our mindset and strategies. What worked in the past may no longer be effective, and that's okay. Holding on to outdated methods because of familiarity or comfort can limit your potential and prevent you from reaching new heights. Adaptability requires a certain level of humility, the humility to acknowledge that you don't have all the answers, and that sometimes the best way forward is by embracing new ideas and perspectives. This is especially important in today's world, where industries are constantly being disrupted by innovation. Those who can't adapt to new technologies, trends, and methods will find themselves left behind. Another important aspect of adaptability is resilience. When things change unexpectedly, it can be easy to feel overwhelmed or discouraged. But adaptable people don't let change throw them off course. Instead, they use their resilience to adjust and pivot in response to new circumstances. They are able to remain calm under pressure, find solutions to problems, and stay focused on their goals, even when the path ahead is unclear. Resilience and adaptability go hand in hand, as both require a strong mental and emotional foundation. Without resilience, change can feel like an insurmountable obstacle. But when you are resilient, change becomes a challenge you are prepared to face and overcome. Adaptability also involves being proactive rather than reactive. It's not just about waiting for change to happen and then adjusting. It's about being prepared for change before it occurs. This means keeping an eye on trends, staying informed about developments in your industry, and continually improving yourself. The more you learn and grow, the more you become equipped to handle change as it comes. Adaptable people are always looking for opportunities to upgrade their skills, whether it's learning a new software, reading a new book, or taking a course. They know that the more they invest in themselves, the better prepared they will be to face whatever comes their way. Being adaptable also means being willing to take risks. Change often brings uncertainty, and with uncertainty comes the fear of making mistakes. But in order to grow and thrive, you have to be willing to step outside your comfort zone and take calculated risks. This could mean trying a new approach at work, launching a new project, or even changing careers. Adaptable people are not afraid to fail because they understand that failure is simply part of the learning process. They see failure as a stepping stone to success, not a permanent setback. It is through taking risks and learning from mistakes that they continue to evolve and adapt to new situations. Another important aspect of adaptability is emotional intelligence. Being adaptable doesn't just involve changing your actions, it also requires understanding your emotions and the emotions of others. The ability to navigate change with empathy and understanding can make all the difference in how you respond to new circumstances. When things don't go as planned, being emotionally intelligent allows you to manage stress, communicate effectively, and stay focused on the bigger picture. It's easy to get caught up in negative emotions when faced with change, but adaptable people are able to stay calm, maintain perspective, and move forward with a positive attitude. Adaptability is also about knowing when to ask for help. You don't have to navigate change alone, whether it's seeking advice from a mentor, collaborating with a team, or simply asking for support from friends or family. Asking for help is a key part of being adaptable. It shows humility and a willingness to learn from others, which are essential qualities for personal and professional growth. Adaptability is not just about surviving in an ever-changing world, it's about thriving. Those who are adaptable are able to seize new opportunities, overcome challenges, and continue moving forward no matter what the future holds. By being flexible, proactive, and resilient, you can navigate change with confidence and emerge stronger, wiser, and more capable than ever before. Resilience is crucial when faced with challenges and setbacks. No matter how much we plan or how hard we work, life is always going to throw obstacles in our way. Whether it's a personal crisis, a professional setback, or a failure in one of our pursuits, difficulties are inevitable. However, what separates those who succeed from those who don't is the ability to bounce back from these challenges. Resilience is not about avoiding failure or pain. It's about how you handle them when they arrive. It's about being able to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward, no matter what. When challenges arise, it's easy to feel defeated, to think that success is no longer within reach. The emotional toll of facing obstacles can be overwhelming. The natural instinct is often to give up, to let the weight of the situation pull you down. But this is where resilience plays its critical role. Resilience isn't about ignoring your feelings or pretending everything is fine. It's about acknowledging your emotions, facing the situation head-on, and finding the strength to persevere. It's about embracing the difficulties as part of the process and realizing that they are not the end, but a part of the journey. In the face of adversity, resilient individuals are able to adapt. They don't allow themselves to stay stuck in the past or dwell on what went wrong. Instead, they focus on what they can control moving forward. They take time to process the setback, learn from it, and adjust their strategies as needed. This adaptability is one of the key traits of resilient people. They understand that things don't always go according to plan, and they are prepared to change direction when necessary. Being adaptable means that you are not rigid in your approach, but rather flexible enough to pivot and find new ways to succeed when the old ones don't work. Resilience also involves a deep belief in your ability to overcome obstacles. When things are tough, it's easy to doubt yourself. It's easy to feel like you're not strong enough or capable enough to handle the challenges in front of you. But resilient people understand that failure is not a reflection of their worth or abilities. They know that the tough times will pass and that they have the strength to get through them. This belief in yourself is essential to resilience. It's what gives you the courage to keep going even when the road ahead seems uncertain. Part of being resilient is understanding that setbacks don't define you. It's easy to let one failure or one tough situation make you question your entire journey. But successful, resilient people don't let that happen. They recognize that failure is a temporary state, not an identity. They separate the event from their self-worth, and they know that their potential for success is not diminished by one setback. This mindset allows them to remain focused on the bigger picture and not get derailed by short-term challenges. Resilience also involves patience. Recovery from setbacks doesn't happen overnight. It takes time to heal from disappointments, to adjust to new circumstances, and to regain your momentum. Resilient people understand that progress doesn't always come in a straight line. There will be ups and downs, and sometimes the progress feels slower than you want. But they are willing to wait for the fruits of their efforts, knowing that persistence and patience will eventually pay off. One of the most important aspects of resilience is the support system around you. While resilience is often thought of as an individual trait, it is also heavily influenced by the people you surround yourself with. A strong support network can provide you with the encouragement, advice, and emotional strength needed to face difficult situations. Whether it's family, friends, mentors, or colleagues, having people who believe in you and who can help you through tough times is crucial. Resilient people know when to lean on others for support, and they don't hesitate to ask for help when needed. Resilience is about finding meaning in adversity. It's easy to see setbacks as meaningless or unfair, but resilient individuals are able to find lessons in their challenges. They look at difficulties as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. By finding meaning in adversity, they are able to turn pain into power and setbacks into stepping stones. This shift in perspective is what allows them to move forward with strength, knowing that every obstacle they face is making them more capable of handling the next one. Resilience is not a trait that you are simply born with. It is something that can be developed over time. It's about learning how to face adversity head-on, to adapt, to maintain belief in yourself, and to keep going no matter how hard things get. It's a skill that can be nurtured with practice, and once you develop it, resilience will serve as a powerful tool in your journey toward success. Success truly depends on you. It's easy to look around and point fingers, blaming external circumstances, other people, or even the world itself for our lack of progress. But the truth is, the power to succeed lies within us. It's not about waiting for the perfect opportunity or for someone else to pave the way for us. It's about taking control of our own lives, making decisions that align with our goals, and being relentless in our pursuit of success. No one else is responsible for our dreams, our failures, or our victories. We are. The first thing to acknowledge is that success is not something that happens by chance. It is not a random occurrence where the lucky few get it and the rest are left behind. Success is built on deliberate actions and decisions. It requires a mindset that is focused on growth, that sees every challenge as an opportunity to learn, and that is unwavering in its determination to reach a goal. It requires an understanding that nothing worth having comes easily, but it also requires the belief that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. Every step towards success is a choice. Each day we make decisions that either bring us closer to our goals or take us further away from them. The way we spend our time, the habits we form, and the people we surround ourselves with all contribute to the life we create. It's easy to let external factors influence our progress. It's tempting to wait for the right time, the right circumstances, or for someone else to give us permission to pursue our dreams. But true success comes when we take responsibility for our own actions and decisions. We have to stop waiting for the world to align with our plans and start making those plans work for us. Success requires self-discipline. It's about pushing through when motivation wanes, when distractions arise, or when things get difficult. It's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. There are no shortcuts, no secret paths to success. It's about doing the hard work, making the sacrifices, and staying committed, even when the road ahead seems long and uncertain. You can't rely on others to keep you on track. You have to be the one to stay focused, to keep working toward your goals, and to keep moving forward. no matter how slow the progress may seem. Another aspect of success that depends on you is the ability to learn from failures. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the process. It's easy to get discouraged when things don't go as planned, when things fall apart, or when you don't see the results you expect. But those who succeed are the ones who use failure as a stepping stone, not as a reason to quit. Every failure teaches us something valuable, a lesson that can make us better, wiser, and more capable. It's in those moments of failure that we find our strength. The key is not to let failure define us, but to let it fuel our drive to do better and try again. Success also depends on your ability to adapt. The world is constantly changing, and what worked yesterday might not work today. Those who succeed are the ones who can adapt to new situations, adjust their plans, and find creative solutions to problems. Being adaptable means you are open to new ideas, to feedback, and to learning from your experiences. It means being able to pivot when things aren't working, rather than stubbornly sticking to a plan that isn't getting you anywhere. Adaptability allows you to stay ahead of the curve and keep moving forward, no matter what obstacles arise. Your mindset plays a critical role in your success. If you believe that you can't do something or that success is not meant for you, then you are setting yourself up for failure. On the other hand, if you believe in your ability to succeed, you will find ways to overcome the challenges that stand in your way. A positive mindset doesn't mean ignoring the difficulties or pretending that everything is easy. It means having the confidence and resilience to face the challenges head-on and to keep going, no matter how tough things get. Ultimately, success is yours to define. It's not about meeting someone else's expectations or following a prescribed path. Success is about aligning your actions with your values, pursuing your passions, and building a life that feels meaningful to you. You are the one who sets your own goals, takes the necessary actions, and decides what success looks like. It's a journey that only you can walk, and the outcome depends entirely on your willingness to take ownership of your life, make decisions, and do the work required to achieve your dreams. Success truly depends on you. No one else can do the work for you. No one else can make the decisions for you. It's up to you to take the steps necessary to achieve your goals. Your success is a reflection of your commitment, your mindset, your actions, and your ability to persevere through challenges. The power to succeed is within you. All you have to do is claim it. Success is not just about achieving personal goals, it's about helping others along the way. Many people think of success as something that is purely individual, something to be achieved alone by personal effort and determination. While personal achievements are undoubtedly important, true success is also about the impact you have on those around you. Success becomes more meaningful when you can share it, when it can be used to uplift and inspire others. It's not enough to climb the ladder to success on your own. The most fulfilling journey is one where you bring others with you. Helping others along the way doesn't always mean making grand gestures or giving away large amounts of money or time. Sometimes the smallest actions can have the most profound impact. It can be as simple as offering a word of encouragement, sharing your knowledge and experience, or supporting someone in their own journey. These small acts of kindness and generosity not only help others, but also enrich your own life. They remind you that success is not a solitary pursuit, but a shared experience. The power of helping others is that it creates a ripple effect. When you help someone else, you are not just changing their life, you are also inspiring them to pass it forward. One small act of kindness can create a chain reaction, where the person you help goes on to help someone else. This ripple effect can spread far and wide, impacting many more lives than you could have imagined. The success you achieve through helping others is not just measured in your own achievements, but in the positive influence you have on the world around you. Moreover, helping others can also lead to personal growth. When you help someone else, you often find that you are also learning something in the process. It forces you to step outside of your own perspective and see the world from someone else's point of view. This broadened perspective can open your eyes to new ideas, new ways of thinking, and new opportunities for growth. It encourages empathy, patience, and understanding, qualities that are essential for both personal and professional success. By helping others, you are constantly challenging yourself to grow and improve. One of the most fulfilling aspects of helping others is that it often comes back to you in ways you never expected. There is a natural law of reciprocity. When you give, you often receive in return. This doesn't mean that you should help others with the expectation of getting something in return. It means that by helping others, you create a positive environment that encourages mutual support and collaboration. When you lift others up, you are more likely to be lifted up in return, whether it's through the form of support, opportunities, or simply positive energy. Helping others also fosters a sense of community. In a world that often feels fragmented, where people are caught up in their own lives and struggles, helping others creates a sense of unity and belonging. It reminds us that we are all interconnected and that we all have a role to play in each other's lives. Whether it's through volunteering, mentoring, or simply being there for someone in need, helping others builds stronger communities. It creates a culture of support, where people are more willing to collaborate, share resources, and look out for one another. Helping others can make success feel more purposeful. When you achieve something on your own, it can sometimes feel empty, especially if you've had to sacrifice relationships or personal connections along the way. But when you achieve success while helping others, it feels much more fulfilling. It gives you a sense of purpose beyond just your own accomplishments. It reminds you that success is not just about what you get, but about what you give. It's about making a difference in the lives of others and leaving a positive legacy behind. Helping others also builds trust and strengthens relationships. Whether in personal or professional settings, people are drawn to those who are generous, empathetic, and willing to help. When you show that you care about others' success, they are more likely to support you in return. This creates a network of relationships based on mutual respect and trust, which is crucial for long-term success. People remember how you make them feel, and if you make them feel valued and supported, they are more likely to help you when you need it. Success, when shared with others, is a success that lasts. The impact you have on those around you extends beyond your immediate circle. By helping others, you create a legacy that continues to live on, long after you have reached your own goals. It's not just about what you accomplish in your own lifetime, it's about how you contribute to the growth and success of others, ensuring that your success is part of a larger, more meaningful story. By helping others along the way, you are creating a world where success is measured not just by individual achievements, but by the collective progress we make together.